And welcome back to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben. This is my review for Saloum. I think I'm pronouncing that right. It's a new Shudder original. It dropped on the cinema releases last week, Thursday, I believe, and then it came out on Shudder just a day later, Friday. And it's one I've been wanting to get to, and I tried watching it throughout, but I had to watch it in 2 sittings. This is one of those that were... It's a weird film. I'm here to talk about it, non-spoiler. Let's jump in. In 2003, 3 mercenaries extracting a druglord out of the Guinea-Bissau and forced to hide into a mystical legion of Saloum, Senegal. This is one of those films that you think you know what it is, and then the second half you're confused as to what film you are watching. It's uniquely filmed, really interesting, wonderful to look at. Where it's set, it has these vast vistas that are just beautiful and stunning, and with the score that goes along with that, you can use all those adjectives that describe things like it's mysterious, it's haunting, those kind of things that when you see it on a poster of critics and movie guys wanting to use all the adjectives to, 5-star film and it's the most haunting, beautiful film you've seen in a while. I would say you could attribute some of those words to this film. I would also say, what the hell happened at the end of the film? Some people are raving about this film and it's one of the best films I've ever seen. I'm not going to go down that route. I think the first half is a really interesting, different film. One of the negativities I have about it, however, it's because it's a French film. If you don't speak French, you're going to have to read subtitles. Subtitles are all white. And I really struggled to read what was on the screen for a lot of the film because a lot of it is in whiteness, white sand, desert sort of shots, or seas on boats or bright lights, and the subtitles are always on top of that. So you really have to focus on the words and catch what they're saying with the words. Now the thing is, they speak really quickly, so you're reading really fast, and if you have the patience you can pause and then read it, but that takes you out of the movie. And if you're at the cinema, you definitely can't pause if you're watching it. And then there's another character who's a very interesting character, deaf and dumb, and so she gets her own sort of font, but it's also white and bigger. And so you have these 2 languages. You have sign language going on because a couple of the other characters can speak sign language with her, and then you have the other people talking over them. And so what you have is double quick pace subtitles over each other, one slightly bigger, one slightly smaller, and it's really hard to follow at times. Now, that's all my negativity, because the positives is it is a mysterious, haunting film, all those adjectives I was giving. And the first half, I really found it was interesting. The second half is why it's on Shudder. There is this horror, mysterious element to it. And I did crack up laughing a little bit for the second half, because I think it was meant to be scary. However, I was just going, what is that? How did we get from that first half to this second half of the storyline? I love the actors and the looks. They have a lot of presence, especially our 3 main mercenaries. I think there's a lot of story, even with them saying what's going on. And the original story, I think the film would have been strong enough just to have that storyline. It's horrific in its own way. And I think for me, had they concentrated on that first half of that storyline, there's a great story there to be told. But the second goes into this mysterious, more mystical element, and I just wasn't sure about it. Most of the filming is excellent. It looks really interesting. It's great to watch. There's a flashback sequence of something that's happened that they use kind of a whiter tone and then shakiness to kind of blur out to change its feeling, to make it like a flashback. I didn't really like that. I wish they had chosen a different way to go with that, because it just felt cheap then and felt indie, but with like no budget. I think the rest of the film was interesting. Have you ever seen From Dusk Till Dawn? You think you're watching one film and then it ends up being another thing. This is that, although I would definitely go watch From Dusk Till Dawn again. Much easier film to watch. This is one to stick on. It's different, and you can go and check out the Metacritic and Rotten Tomatoes if you pay any stock into them. They're giving it high marks across the board. I'm going to give this 3.
What the fuck is that? Fucking go on.
And I think I'm being generous. I want to go down the middle, but I enjoyed it more than that because of the cinematography, the acting, the presence, and the audacity. Trying something new is great. I love it when people do that. Let me know your thoughts down below. Had you even heard of this one? Are you going to check it out on Shudder? I don't think there's been much marketing for this one at all. It'll be a shame if people don't check it out at all. Maybe this is something you've gone past on your Shudder subscription. Here are another 2 reviews to watch. Thanks so much for supporting the Review Tuesday. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and send us your presents. No, don't do that. Just support us any way you can. Thank you. Most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.